All right, we're gonna pick up kind of where we left off with the Shadow. We've got a few more pieces to take apart in the ramps, and we should probably start with uh, the Furba diverters quick, so we can get these ramps off. So that's probably where we're going to focus most of our attention right now, and hopefully. We're gonna order some new star posts and get all new rubber on this and get it all cleaned up. We're not going to spend a tremendous amount of time. The playfield does need some work, I guess, but mostly we're just going to get a nice coat of wax on here, try to clean up as much as we can from the ball marks on the sides and the trails, and then we'll come back to this some other day or get a new playfield altogether. Not real excited about the sanctum wear that it does have, and obviously it's going to need some work. So let's go ahead and start with the play field. Get this up. Some more light. Light is falling apart. Yikes, that's hot. Alright. Alright, let's get these Furba diverters. Wow, this has actually been welded all the way through. This is not an easy area to get into. a set screw on both sides that we're going to loosen. You're on top. Touch that plate. No, that's bad. Ah! And diverter 1 is off. Alright, now we're just getting the second one. Alright, somebody threw an extra key in here. It's a different size. Looks like it's stripped out too. Wow, it's in there. So we're just taking this other diverter off, and we should be able to pull the ramp. Loose, it's not coming out. Wow, it's in there. So I don't know if it's this other set screw that an operator or somebody put in along the line, but it does not want to budge. try to loosen this other one up a little bit more. It is moving freely on the inside. It just will not. Slowly working its way out. Wow, that is in there. Alright, we're going to get a little more forceful. Alright, and there's the other rusted spring. Got that off. Fortunately, I had to use a rubber mallet, but it happens. Alright, let's bring this back down. Sorry for the close-up. And here is our other diverter. Out. And concentrate. My only working game. I'm taking apart all my working games. It doesn't make any sense. What's going on? Yeah, so we got most of this one tore apart already. Got a good portion of this actually apart. You can see the awesome welds somebody did on this ramp. Kind of makes it look like crap, but not too bad. It'll look way nice once we're done, but this is, well, we had problems hitting that ramp. This is like all bowed up. Spring seal. Alright, so we're going to take this guy off. We're going to be careful with that ring. was the ring that was cracked. So they flipped it over. Ring. It was almost a disaster. So we got all the wire ramps off already. Pretty nasty, so we're going to get those replated, I think. I guess we should probably cut this off. Just delivered that Bally too the other day, the Harley Davidson. I got too much stuff in my hands. Alright, so this is the next ramp. This one was welded even more. You can see all the spot welds along the side that heated up. Some of them are actually broke right now. These are all broke right here. Alright, so we got that off. So now it's actually pretty simple because we can actually move this playfield down. This set screw comes out of the upper playfield. Up in here. Eventually. And then this playfield will actually raise up. So we can get to a lot of the areas. We do have new plastics for this. This is cracked back over in here. It's cracked. We've got a lot of cleanup to do, so we're going to remove, kind of move around the playfield and remove all the plastics. We're pretty much to a point of we'll be able to go pretty quick on this, and then we should be able to get it waxed and cleaned up and start reassembly. Cords wrapped everywhere. Some of these bulbs back here are really burnt out. Move the mic over here because lost a washer. Get that later. Broken plastic here. Stay on. Oof, oof, what is going on? Yeah, we're gonna chip away at the shadow quick. Taking apart all my pins, whatever. Messed up, huh? Let's make sure I've got all the... Oh, nice. How'd the attorney stuff go? Did you end up getting higher? I think you said your last time you were gold or bronze. So many burnt out lights. Nice. I don't know how you cheat at that game anyway. It's not like you can... Maybe you know that there's a way to do it, but I do not. Wow. You can see some of these bulbs never been replaced. Really? Yeah, that's nice to have that backup. I guess I would have never thought that you needed to do something like that, but... Yeah, definitely nice that you have all those recordings. Okay, so that's all loose. Loose. That was another broken plastic. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. I've got LEDs ready for this, so we'll get this one up pretty quick, hopefully. Gotta order some parts, but thanks again for stopping by. Take care and good luck in the tourneys. That one actually came off right with it. Alright, so that's... Pulling the plastic down. There it is. All right. pull this so we can actually get this cleaned up. Especially the metal post that just is kind of nasty looking. Another one there. Turn the base. Where I do my pliers. Oh, that's a round one. Shoot. We don't want to attack those on the bottom side. Alright, so remind me to have to go down there and get those. Is attached. Computer's about to fall asleep. Alright, so we'll have to replace these targets. We're going to start pulling off the ball guides, because we are going to regrind those, I guess. We're going to sort and go through this all later. We're actually going to tumble all these screws. Bumping it?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'll just hit that table.
Alright, we're making a lot of noise. I might have some music playing, but Matt is playing Madden.
Hey, there's music on Madden.
Yeah, you have terrible music on there. And you can see what I mean. You can look at the ball guides. We're going to get those all polished. Alright, so this is all done. We got the corner piece underneath the playfield. This. that's ever been changed. Scribble, what's up, man? How you doing? Taking apart all the things here, sir. That looks bent. Oh, nice. Pretty sure it's all done. I got it done a little bit ago. Glad to be done, because yikes. I was in town today and it was crazy. Would not want to be there. Or out shopping. It is definitely pretty wild out. Just really busy. I think the only thing we've done on stream so far is take stuff apart. We're doing a really good job. You guys are going to be like, wow, Pulley B's the best taker aparter ever. Or worst. Yeah, we're going a little crazy too. For instance, like the ball guides. I mean, shop is a pretty loose definition. A lot of times people don't necessarily go super far with these. But you can see like the ball guides. What happens is the ball will obviously wear on each of these parts, the metal, and it will cause it to be shiny. And we're going to regrain this. It will look good for a while, but eventually it's going to be shiny again. I guess the goal is to... Some people actually go through and actually polish these smooth, so when you do have this, it doesn't show up as bad. So we're going to sand this down. The goal is to get like these larger strike marks out of the metal. This is behind the flipper, but you can see that, you know, even that's got some, so. So we're just kind of pulling apart all the upper end, and then we'll be able to get this really clean, because you can see, I mean, it's really, really dirty. Not the greatest play field, but, you know, it will have to do. So yeah, we're gonna keep chipping away. We got a few more things to take apart on the upper end, but not much. And then once this is apart, we'll start cleaning, and then we'll be able to move. We're gonna get the ramps, I think, redone. All the wire forms. The wire forms were in really, really bad condition. So we're gonna have those done. I'm gonna have to pull this guy off. Kind of sucks, but. Wow, that is in there. Yeah, actually, it's a tedious process to do this, but it's really satisfying once it's done. And especially in a game like this, where I mean, I don't know if there's obviously been areas where it hasn't been done, and you can see like the ball trails in this. If you look at the overhead cam, I mean that's pretty bad. You can see the ball trails in all these lanes. So you know, this has really never been cleaned up, or it's been a very long time since it has been done. So. Yeah, after you do this, you kind of get a new appreciation for some of the work that goes into this stuff too, because it is, I mean, there's a lot to it. And you can see why, I mean, if this was on location, no one's going to go through and take all this stuff off, and even to bring it back to the shop and do it, I mean, would you really want to? Probably not. This game's not too bad though. This mech for the upper playfield is really kind of neat. There's actually a brace that sits in here and then locks it into place with one screw. And it locks this whole upper playfield into place, which is actually pretty nice to get at. I've actually never had to lift this up, but we got some LEDs for this game too, so it's going to look pretty sharp once we are done. Okay, so we got the big rail out of here, the big orbit. Yeah, overhead camera, you can see obviously how massive that rail is. And then looking at it on this cam, not too bad, but definitely has ball trails going through it. This one doesn't look too bad towards the end. It kind of looks like crap, but already catching the light. Alright, so I think that was the only one. Underneath the playfield there's going to be other lock washers that we'll have to get to remove these other ones. So we will go up with the playfield now. And actually we should probably temporarily put this guy back in. What's this side? So how you been, Scrib? You've been doing tournaments and stuff? That is not the right screw. Okay, dump this out. Oh, really? Wow, 3 weeks ago. That's brutal. Yeah, I don't know how many there were because they're on the holidays and stuff. I'm sure it kind of slows down. Maybe there's actually more. I don't know. I hope you feel better, man. It's always the worst being sick. So I'm just going to put this bracket down because I'm going to lift this playfield up. Tools. I think that was it. Oh, nothing for the new year? That sucks. Yeah, soon enough. Alright, so now we have to find all those spots where the ramps came in. posts. Alright, so I'm gonna be working. What the hell? Oh, for sure. I think that was 3/8, but maybe not 3/8 it is. Obama's dead.
It's about time.
No, washer. Chicago Street, huh? Never heard of that place. Got a lot of pins. I'm kind of working on the front and the back side of the playfield at the same time, trying to get this post out. Those guys. We're gonna go back to power tools. Wow, 30 pins. That's awesome. I assume they're pretty well maintained then too, huh? Go ahead. Where am I? Pinball Life, what's going on? Oh, Back to the Future Pinball, nice. Today's the day, huh? Congrats again, man. Yeah, moving pins in the rain is always the worst. But, you know, you get them in new machines, so that's always good too. So I can't complain too much. Yeah, are you, is it outside the vehicle, or do you get a chance to, do something enclosed? down quick. Watch out! Almost out. Ah, nice. Lisa's inside now. Washers flying everywhere. Alright, so that was another reel out. Oh, the Shadow? Yeah, I like this game a lot. It was pretty underrated there for a while, but I think people caught on to how good of a pin it actually is. Alright, got another. This one was really bad. Got a black towards the top. This side's not bad, but. We are off that lock. Stargate and mousing around, cool. Yeah, mousing around's a lot of fun. I don't have a lot of time in Stargate, but I heard it's really good. Yeah, I've got the alternative back glass on this one. Sorry for how dark it is, but... Alright, so I think I've got... I'm going to lift this up again. And we've got this one pretty much tore apart. I mean, we don't have a whole lot left to go. For upper end wise. Alright, before I scratch the hell out of this. And of course, I think I leave everything underneath. So disorganized. Nasty, I don't want to put it in my mouth. Yeah, I like Tron a lot. That was first new in-box game I got. I don't know, after playing it quite a few times, I just had to have it. Plus, I love the movie, but... Alright, another one out. And again, for now, we're going to put this back on. Could probably just remove this upper playfield altogether, but I guess we just haven't gotten there yet. Alright, so it looks like we have one back over here, and one up front, and then we get all the guardrails off. Hey, thanks a lot, Pinball Life. Glad you had a chance to make it and check things out. Still don't have my Addams Family playfield yet. Need to meet up with Neo. Just haven't had a chance with the holidays and things like that. So I figured, why not take something else apart? We got that Bally Harley Davidson in and out relatively quick. Did a quick shop on that. And, I mean, that game was pretty easy. There was really no ramps or anything like that. So it was a single-level playfield. What I call a single-level playfield, relatively easy to clean up. So, got that one delivered, actually, yesterday. And now, figured we'd just kind of chip away at this for a little bit. Yeah, this one I've got the LEDs. I'm probably going to get some new star posts. Owl was in here the other day and just kind of mentioned that he put red in before and they looked really, really badass. Or not red, purple. So I think I might actually take his advice on that and order some purple ones. So we'll replace the star posts and stuff. That's all on the lower end. There's not many star posts in this game at all. So we'll go and order those and order a couple other parts. Oh boy, we're spinning that ramp now. Be careful. Really big gouges in the upper end of the playfield. Oh, nice! Yeah, I never really had a chance to watch your stuff. You're always kind of earlier in the day, but I'll definitely have to check it out. The VOD and stuff like that. Alright. So that guy's off. All this. Wow, that is a stupid spot. I can't get in there. How did the LEDs turn out? You like them? Oh, Comet? Yeah, I like the Comet LEDs. He does a really nice job. They look good. I don't want to take this whole assembly off. Do have to work on this anyway, so we're going to pull this whole Mac down. Dropping screws. So this release coil was chattering too, so we do have to replace that. So just pull this coil is acting up, so we'll take a look at that and see what's going on. Be right back. Oh, nice. 257? We have got a mess here. Just picking up a couple screws that I dropped. Alright, back to the ramp. Guide. Yeah, dark incandescents. I mean, this one, if you saw behind everything, they were just completely blown out. Super dark. Some of them kind of almost black, glazed over. Probably one more. I don't see it. Oh no. That's one more off. This one, you can see how dirty it gets. This large guy, I've never seen a big one before. We'll have to take a look at that. Normally they're a smaller black square, but I think there's one more here. Is that on the other side of that dropper? Okay, it's on this side. Hey, Pinball Life, thanks for the host, man. Much appreciated, sir. All right, let's see. And then this guy here, this should be the last one. Wow, is that turning something? Hang on. What's that? Where is this guy? You see these light holders too, man. They are janky. I found it. It's 11:30 seconds. Washer. All right. Taking tools out this time. No, this is a this is the playfield that I got with the game. This is just one that I'm going to clean up. It's never been really cleaned up to this extent before. Come on, come on, come on. I'm gonna get that guy out of there. No, this guy should be good to go. Look how nasty that is. Oh yeah, I mean this had pretty much the typical, super dark bulbs and You know, just super, super dirty. I mean, just stuff that's never really been cleaned before. So, alright, so we've got most of the parts off on the upper side. That's not a... Wish my sockets had holes in them. Alright, so we're going to... Probably should disconnect the upper playfield stuff so we can get this last part off. So if it was the last time I gotta do this. Yeah, we flew through the last one we did. Like I said, it was a single level. God, that's not locked. It was pretty simple. It was a Valley Harley Davidson, and we went through that one really fast. Oh shit, that came off that switch. It wasn't hanging on by much either. So to resolder that. Okay, if I'm remembering where the this black and gray wire goes to the top of this board, the black side goes to the K. Well, I'm super confused later. I'm swearing at myself, saying, I wish I would have marked that. Yeah, and then this guy came off, the green and white, this switch, we'll find that pretty easy, but that goes on the wall. Alright, coming back down. Alright, so now this should be all disconnected. Should just be able to take this off, I would assume by the hinge. Oh, we got another one. Shoot. One more wire. Didn't see it. Well, it looks like there's 3 screws on the back of that hinge. Well, you know, just careful of these so we don't really screw it up. Alright, on the board next to it, red goes to the top. Benefit of streaming pinball. Quick notes to myself. Alright. Yeah, I really like the Shadow. It's a cool pin for sure. I really enjoy it. It's a fun pin. Stash Kid, what is up? I'm destroying more pins, man. Just taking everything apart. This pin, I'm trying to remember what I paid for it. I traded a playfield in the deal. Plus, I think 1,000 or so. It was a Judge Dredd playfield, plus 1,000, I think. And I got it. I'm trying to think when. Maybe 2-3 years ago now. Alright, upper playfield is out. Blech. out. We'll get that all cleaned up, but all that was held on to was by the 3 long screws there in the back of the playfield, and then obviously the stopper. It's kind of a neat little system to get at the underneath of this. So it's on the game. Pretty easy. Just leave it out. Upper playfield sucks. Doing really, really good, man. Just living the dream of taking everything I want apart. Who likes playing pinball? Might as well just break everything, huh? Just the upper playfield, I'm going to take a couple of the parts just so I know where the hell they go. Just because they were different screws and stuff. And then I'll remember where that goes just because of that, so I don't need to label a bag or anything. But we're going to tumble all the parts anyway. So it'll all get thrown in together eventually, but... Alright, so before we go too much further... I never knew about the radio show. I knew it was a comic, and I knew they did the movie, but I didn't know they had a radio show, too. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so we're just going to grab a couple of these post locations, so I got something quick to reference when I'm putting this all back together. And this takes the most amount of time is when you're trying to figure out, okay, where did this post go before I put this plastic on? And you're like, crap, that's in the wrong spot. I think that was pretty much everything. Alright. Now we are going to tear through this quick. Just going to get a few more of these posts off. Some of these are just nasty. Not right now. Give me like 10 minutes. I'm almost done with this. I'll put the camera on you.
Oh, yeah. Go where?
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Cool. Yeah, you can just see like these posts are just... I think this was an overseas game before. It's kind of hard to see, you know, with the zoom's trying to... Just really nasty. Hey, Christy, let's just wait about 10 minutes, okay? So I'm going to pull a couple more of these posts, and then we're probably going to... Where am I going? No, we're just getting some stuff upstairs. Wife wants to go to bed. Come on. There we go. So we're going to let these parts tumble for a couple days. And try to take as much stuff off as we can. And then we are going to attack, trying to clean up as much as we can on the upper side. We'll vacuum everything off, get most of the dust off, and all those posts. Jeez. And we'll have to play some games here sometime soon. What I've been doing is taking stuff apart.
What? What am I doing?
She wants your help, Matt. Alright. Look at that. That's rusted, actually. Gross! Yeah, I don't know if I'll have time to play tonight. I'm gonna shut her down here pretty quick, I think. Yeah, we'll do some Roadshow next. It's right next to this game. Oh no! Did you hear that? Just dropped a washer. Gosh. Yeah, you can tell there's some... Well, that's probably Loctite. You can see the corrosion on that. Nasty! Alright, so we'll take this diverter out eventually. I think all the posts pretty much done. Everything else is going to pull down from the upper end or lower end. A few random screws on the side rails, but not really worried about those at the moment. Pull this rail off, pull the apron off, and we'll pull these metal guides off. Yeah, my whitewater I got to work on 2 pinball life, so that's one that I bought a long time ago, not working, and I've never really played around with it too much. So just to see what we got here, I don't know how much we can actually without. This is just isopropyl alcohol. Go back this way. Hang on. Alright, we're just going to see what we... I don't really like to vacuum this all off first. There's no Nova, it's just isopropyl alcohol. And you can see what we're pulling off already. Yeah, Funhouse is a great game. My actually cousin owned one, so I probably won't own one unless he ever sells his. But, you know, between that and Roadshow, I'd rather have a Roadshow. So probably not the night I'm going to do. But, yeah, you can just kind of see what we're able to kind of clean up here. Just from a little bit of elbow grease, so to speak. Yeah, we're actually pulling up quite a bit of that ball trail. So that's what we're going to focus on next time. I'm going to try to pull the diverter this guy off, and then a couple of other playfield stuff, the boring stuff is going to be up and down quite a bit. We'll rip some of that stuff down, pull these target faces down, all the switches here, and then the slingshots, and then from there, we'll be able to start really cleaning up the top end. So yeah, next time we'll probably start off with maybe some road show for Stash Kid. Play a little bit of games for a little bit, and then flip back over to this guy. It'll be pretty easy to move over the rig. And we'll see. I'm off until January 4th, so maybe there might be a couple more random streams than just the normal Wednesdays. I'll post on the Twitter, so if you're not already following me, just let me know, and then add me on there, and I'll post when I'm going live. Or, of course, just hit the notify button, too, as well. You guys are all following me, so... Cool. So, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to call it quits here because I got to help the wife with a few things, and then we will get back to this next time. We are going to be waiting on a few parts. Like I said, the star post, which would be no big deal, but I'm going to send off the wire forms to get replated. But we'll have plenty of other things to do, and to get this, obviously, in the meantime, get this set up to a condition of where we're ready to start assembling, and then we'll tumble and do these ball guides. I don't know, that might be kind of hard to stream. It'll be kind of annoying, but maybe we'll turn down the sound, but regraining the ball guides is kind of fun, too, as well. So... Hey, no problem, man. I'm just glad he's got a chance to stop by. So thanks again for swinging in. Really appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. Pinball Life, thanks again for the host, too. Appreciate it.